It was an 8-0 loss. There was nothing good about it. So what's this idiot gonna do? He's gonna come in and say, "Oh no, you don't want to listen to this idiot. I don't want to listen to this idiot." But here he is.
It's the home opener, baby. That's right. I'm back. Aloha, hockey fans, and welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the only show that is by a fan, for the fan, and you got to know about you, the fan. We are a hockey variety show. That's right. I'm just full of different shit. Here, there, and everywhere. Okay, so tonight is the home opener. We're all excited, and this will be the smallest crowd ever to see a Blues game. Now, there's a huge asterisk to it because of COVID. No one's allowed in there. They're allowing 300 first responders and then a whole bunch of cardboard cutouts. Is yours there? Mine's not yet, but I got to tell you, I seen the picture that I'm showing here, and they look pretty cool. I may be worth the $74 to get my cardboard cutout put at the game. You never know. Well, the Blues went ahead. Now, before I talk about the Blues, let's get into the pick'em contest. That's right, pick'em, 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 pick'em. Pick'em, pick'em, pick'em. So, I'm running a pick'em contest. You can get in it with one caveat. On Facebook, there's a group called Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan. You have to be a member of that group. Real easy to be a member of that group. Find the group, request the membership, answer the 3 questions, and you're in. Plain and simple. Then you go to stlfanreport.com, you find the pick'em contest, and you get in that way. You pick the winner of the game, the Blues score, the opponent's score, and what player you think is going to click. The player's going to get you some points. For skaters, you will get all their points. For goalies, it's a little different for goalies and slightly complicated. If you pick a goalie, you will get 1 point per 10 saves and -1 per goal allowed. Now, if you pick a goalie by name, that is the goalie you will get. If you put just Blues or just Sharks, then that's what you're going to get. Blues or Sharks. Either or. You're going to get the whole thing, though. So if you pick the Blues goalie, like in last game, if you'd have picked Blues goalie, and not just Bennington, if you'd have picked Blues goalie, you would have ended up with -6. That's right. Bennington made 3 saves, or 27 saves. Husso made 10 saves. They gave up 8 goals. Now, you remember what -5 is what it is. -5. Yeah. So be careful with that. Get in there, get your picks. Now, because the last game was a blowout, nobody moved up really. Me and 2 other people are tied with 4. Come on. I've got that beautiful helmet that I'm giving away. And get in the contest. Now that I talked about it a little bit, let's talk about that game. So the Blues lost 8-0, and it's been beat up and down. And Jim Thomas of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, in a conversation with Doug Armstrong, the general manager, found out that the NHL player safety saw nothing wrong with Valerie Katushkin's hit on Robert Bortuzzo. And that's my new name for Bortuzzo. In my article, I don't know, sometimes I see things differently than what I write. I see them the way I think I wrote them, so I thought I wrote Bortuzzo, B-O-R, but I wrote it B-R-O. So now I'm just going to call him Bortuzzo. Brotuzzo. That's it. Bro in parentheses, or in exclamation Bortuzzo. Yeah, I digress. Okay, so I do that a lot, don't I? So Robert Bortuzzo was pinned and hit against the glass. The NHL said it was a shoulder-to-shoulder legal hit. My problem is the guy saw his numbers all the way, and his shoulder went up and hit Bortuzzo's head and pushed Bortuzzo's head into the glass. You know what the big difference between this hit is and the hit against Devontae's 2 nights before that caused a 2-game suspension? Simply this. Bortuzzo's an actual hockey player, and Devontae's is a wuss who took a dive. If Bortuzzo had gone down, plain and simple, if he goes down, that's a penalty. That would be a penalty. He's a tough guy. He didn't. Devontae's dropped like a sack of potatoes. He was out for a total of no more than 4 minutes. 4 minutes. That right there told you that hit was not an illegal hit. Bortuzzo missed the entire game and is now on IR. Because he's on IR, Gunnarsson is probably going to get his first start today. At least that's the news that I'm hearing out. So with all of that being said, the Blues came out in the first period, did very, very well. But it was in that third period, or the second period, where the wheels fell off. And they fell off hot and heavy and hard, my friends. Colorado ended up with 6 power play goals. 6 of their 8 goals were on the power play. The Blues are basically last in the league. The only team that has a worse percentage is the Dallas Stars because they haven't played yet, so they have a 0. Which actually, when you're 0 for 0, you should be 100. It should be like being 1 for 1. But yeah, they have the worst penalty kill in the league. Bortuzzo is a huge part of that. That Bortuzzo hit changed the complexion of that game. It really did. So now it's up to the Blues to step it up. The Blues are taking on the Sharks. And really, since the 2019 Western Conference Finals, when the Blues decimated and destroyed the Sharks, they haven't recovered. They actually haven't lost to the Sharks since the hand pass game. I forget who put that out, but that was a pretty neat fact. So the Sharks are coming in tonight. The Sharks are going to start Meyer, Couture, and LeBuc. I'm sorry, guys. My eyes are bothering the living shit out of me, and I'm having a hard time seeing and reading, so you just got to bear with me. There we go. Second line is Leonard, Hurdle, and Kane. Third line is Dante, Gregor, and Ito. Fourth line, Marleau, Handemark, and Sorensen. And yes, I cannot pronounce names to save my ass. The defensive pairs are Edward Vasek, Carlson. The second pair, Friaro and Burns. Old man, Lady Burns. And, God, I don't even going to try the third pair. Screw that. And Devin Dubnyk, the former Minnesota goalie, who we know very well, is going to get his first start. The Blues have changed up their lines. The Blues are going to start, or at least the first line is Sanford, O'Reilly, and Perron. Second line is going to be Schwartz with Shin and Kyrou. Interesting line. Third line is going to be Hoffman with Thomas and Bozak. And that fourth line is going to be Barbashev centering Clifford and Sundqvist. Defensive pairs. Now, Colton Parayko did not skate today and had a break towards the end yesterday. I was told that that's just a maintenance, and he will play tonight. He's going to be paired with Krug on the top pairing, Scandella and Falk on the second pairing, and then you have Dunn and Gunnarsson making his debut. And then Jordan Bennington. Jordan Bennington. Now, here's something real interesting about that for last game. Ryan O'Reilly came out and said that Bennington was our best player. Now, Bennington gave up 4 goals. But if you look at it, 3 of them quite possibly were because the defense let him down. So for him to come out and make that statement after the goalie gives up 4 goals, that's a pretty good vote of confidence. Saying, look, man, we know that wasn't you. And that's the thing that never happened with Allen. When that stuff happened, you never heard that from the team. So that caused that circle of distrust I talked about. So what do I think is going to happen? Well, this is a home opener. And we have mixed results in home openers. In the last 2 years, 2 years ago in 18-19, we opened up against the Winnipeg Jets and got demolished 5-0. And I forget who we opened up last year against the Washington Capitals when we raised our banner. and lost in OT. So, could I see a loss? Maybe. But this isn't the season opener and the home opener, just the home opener. And after that debacle, I can't see the guys. San Jose's not a good team. And Dubevnik's not a great goalie. They should be able to score on him. I actually see this being a pretty damn good game. And I'm going to go. I actually think Bennington can hold this up. While the Sharks have some decent players, I think the Blues are ready to just say, "Hi, Sharks," or is it, "Hi, Minnows"? Yeah. So I'm gonna go Blues 5, Sharks 0, and my pick to click is none other than Mr. Bennington. That's right. So, let's get into the fan of the game. This is the About the Fan segment, and I have a fan of the game. My fan of the game I found on Twitter. My fan of the game is Kelly O'Meara. Here's Kelly's Twitter handle. Kelly is a huge Blues fan, born and raised from St. Louis. Her favorite player is Brett Hull. You can see here, she's got her Stanley Cup, just like I got mine. See, Kelly, I got one too. I couldn't wait to order it. Ordered it as soon as you could. Kelly was able to go to the parade. You see here, she's meeting Mr. Blue, number 5. Kelly has been just fantastic on Twitter. She's got her heart bleeding blue. That's right, Kelly. The Hawaii Blues fan is bleeding blue with you. And I got to say, thank you for being... Wait a minute. What is that you said, Kelly? Oh, that's right. Kelly's got a Blues tattoo. And she's got an interesting one. I'm showing it here. On her arm are the notes. To, oh, when the Blues go marching in. Oh, when the Blues go marching in. Oh, you know I want to be in that number. When the Blues go marching in. Yeah, well, if I have anybody left watching me after that, you know what, Kelly, I know you told me who and where did it, but unfortunately, oh, wait, here it is. It was done by Shelby Celementro. I'm sorry, I can't say that. At the Washington Tattoo Collective in Washington, Missouri. Great tattoo. I've had a couple others that have had the like when the Blues go marching in notes, but nothing like this with the whole thing across. That's a pretty cool tattoo, Kelly. Well, I don't have a pet of the game. Last episode, I kind of went on a rant about the Blues groups, and I'm going to still go on that rant a little bit, Keep getting on these groups. If they're not allowing you to share Blues content, say something. Say something. Get the word out about the Blue Note Fan Report. Get the word out about STLFanreport.com, right? And also, you can do me a favor. I know a lot of you, when you get these videos, you go straight to YouTube. Don't do that. When you know I've released a video, go to the Blue Note, go to stlouisfanreport.com, look for the Blue Note Fan Report tab. The video is going to be there, the link, and go from there, because that's going to help me get traffic. And I want a traffic jam, because I got to thank everybody. Yesterday, my goal was to have a day of 500 views. Yesterday, I had 565 visitors, and they looked at over 700 pages. That was great. And then my article about the suspension, or about the Bortuzzo hit, 750 reads and counting. Thank you very much. But there's a bunch of articles that don't have a lot of reads, so get on there and read what is on STLFanreport.com. So I got to say, from my buddies, the boys,
let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, saying aloha, mahalo, and you got to know that I'm bleeding blue with you, and I can't wait to see you on the next Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha.